Hi, just another video playing around with my new Creality K1 Max printer that they sent into the mailbag. I was impressed by the first print and the build construction quality of it, but I hadn't tried out the software yet, or the remote web interface, because I plan on putting this down in the dungeon. So I'm not going to have it in the lab here because of the smell and the noise and everything else. And it's networkable, so I can I've got the local network down in the dungeon, so I'll install it down there. And it's better. I've got like a nice concrete floor I can put it on, like nice stable surface. Everything's, yes, I'm going to have to recalibrate it. Yes, I know I was touching the plates when it was going through its harmonic calibration thing. That's why the thing was vibrating at different frequencies. It was testing for harmonic resonance and all that sort of jazz, and it was doing the shaping of its input shaping, it's called. Yeah, I'll have to rerun that. In fact, you're supposed to rerun that every time you move it to a different location, because, you know, you physically, not only have you physically moved it, but then it could potentially have a different surface which might wobble more or something like that. So with these high-speed printers, that input shaping is very important. So anyway, here's the web interface. There you go. I just typed in the I've got it connected via the Wi-Fi's, and look, you get a live screen, a live interface, camera interface, which I believe, I haven't tried it, but I believe it updates it a couple of times a second. In fact, I'll go wave. Yeah, look. That's like, 5-10 times a second or something, almost live view, so that's pretty groovy. Anyway, yeah, check it out. So this is the remote interface, so you can monitor this, and, you can manually adjust controls and stuff like that, and you can turn on the fan. Whoosh, don't know if you can hear that, but there you go. Chamber fan. There it goes, auxiliary fan. I can turn the LED light off and on remotely. That's very, and if you turn it off, it actually gains up. It'll get more noise. Yeah, the image is noisier. This is nice. Anyway, it shows you what files we got on there. I don't know if I can just drag or drop. I guess I just import. And I don't know what this, I don't know why that's not in English. I don't know. That's presumably the input shaping calibration curve. I can move it around, and I can put some reference plane off or on. And yeah, I would presume that's input shaping. I don't know. Can somebody translate? And then we've got temperatures down here with the temperature profile and everything. So that's great. And if you can undock those if you don't want them. Can you drag them? No, you can't drag them around. That's really great. So anyway, well, let's try the software as well. So that's just like the remote printing interface, which is great. But here's the Creality print software. So I just downloaded the latest version and installed that. Where's my, I don't have my cursor. My cursor's gone. I don't know if that's my screen capture software XSplit. I can view it on XSplit. I can see my cursor on XSplit. It's back. That's some weird Windowsy thing. Oh, no, it's gone again. Okay. I don't know what the heck's going on there. Anyway, we can go up to calibration there. Temperature, flow rate, pressure advance, max flow rate, VFA, don't know what that is. But yeah, it's got all sorts of compensations. It's got, dynamic accelerometer in the print head, which can then, dynamically account for the massive speed of this thing, 600 millimeters per second, or I think it can travel at 800 millimeters per second without printing. Edit, whatever, I don't know. I'm just going to import something. Okay, I've got a step file here. What I did is I downloaded a random Hammond case. I don't know what one, it's the 1599 case, a little project enclosure case, because that would be a usage scenario for, someone like me, is to print my own cases and stuff like that. I don't know any of the modeling software, so leave it in the comments down below which modeling software you think is the easiest to learn for like an idiot, for a 3D idiot like me, because I've got to pick one and learn it so that I can design my own enclosures. So yeah, anyway, I decided to just download a Hammond file, and there's the Hammond case. There it is. But I don't want the lid, so I presumably I'm going to have to get. There's something wrong with XSplit here. It doesn't like the screen capture, because on my screen capture I cannot see the enclosure. I cannot see the 3D printed enclosure. I can see it on my monitor, can't see it on my capture window. Something's gone wrong. Sorry, I don't think that's, I've never had problems capturing the screen before. Is something in Creality print preventing me from doing a screen capture? I don't know. I might have to stop. Okay, it's working again. I'm going to assume that that's the actual size of it. I don't know, 149 by 138. Yeah, no, there's something wrong. No, my screen capture is crap. It's not as, like, you can now see the box on my screen capture, but it's different to what's on the screen. So, I don't know, damn. All right, I've actually shut down XSplit, so there's no recording, screen recording, and the software seems a bit buggy. I don't know what's going on. I've got the latest version. And anyway, I can't figure out, I'm assuming that this step model from Hammond has different, like the lid is a separate object, I guess, whatever the correct terminology is, object to the case, right? But it's one step file, unfortunately. Yeah, and I can't see in any of this stuff here how to actually like separate the different objects. So maybe it's not. Maybe it's the file from Hammond that's the problem, but I can't see the way to get rid of the lid, and I can't get my perspective view back either. It won't give me the perspective. Oh man, this is really buggy. It won't give me the perspective view back. I don't know what's going on. And if I turn the screen capture software off, it does the same thing. So, I don't know. It seems a bit buggy. No, here we go. A serious error has occurred in Creality Print. Please send this error report. It's my NVIDIA GeForce RTX 4060 driver card, something like that. So it's shut down. I don't know. Not a good first impression. Okay, oh, oops. I've imported, I got another thing from GrabCAD, and I've got a box here, a project box, and it's put it in the wrong, the wrong orientation. All right, this cursor thing's annoying me. I have to shut down my screen capture every time. Urgh. All right, I managed to rotate it. So there you go. I've got my box. It's quite large, actually. What is that, 200 millimeters or something like that? That's quite sizable. So I'm just going to go ahead and try and print this and see what's what. It also comes with a lid. I just got this as a random box on GrabCAD website. And so, yeah, credit to whoever did this box. But yeah, like the typical project enclosure box, and it comes with the lid. I could probably print both at the same time because I've got enough build volume. I could move it up and then put the lid on there as well. I might attempt to do that, but anyway, we've got a preview here. This is previewing what it's going to look like. Don't know what the outer wall structure type. Oh God, you're not seeing this. Have to restart my screen capture each time. Anyway, G-code preview. Once again, like, I'm a 3D printing noob. Sorry, it's like, okay, it's, you know, there's support. There should be no supports, right? Yeah. Skirt brim. Infill. Okay, 26% infill. Outer wall, etc. So, like, you could print this. I could print this as solid. I could modify it, of course, if you wanted like a solid case in. If you're printing it out of ABS, you know, you could actually print yourself a solid case like this. But you know, if you just do it like, so the final enclosure, you would probably print it solid and you print it in ABS. But just for like a fit test or something like that, you want to spit something out fast, then yeah, you just, you know, do it in PLA and you just do it in fast mode, and it's got infill and all sorts. So it's, you know, hollow inside, essentially hollow inside the walls or whatever, depending on the thickness or whatever. So anyway, that's all default. I got no idea. Material cost, 118 grams. Okay, so it's going to use almost 12% of my reel. Wow, that's a lot. Printing time, 2 hours and 45 minutes. Oh, geez, I don't want to start that now. Not here in the lab. No, thanks. It's sometime later. I've actually now moved it down to my dungeon downstairs, and it's actually pitch black down there, and I just, it's on the concrete floor now, so very stable floor. It's as stable as it gets, and so there's no shake, rattle, or roll anymore, and it's actually pitch black down in there. If I turn the light off, there we go, it's pitch black. It's down in the dungeon. And I just ran the the input shaping again. So, like, you can see, it's everything, like, it's a totally different profile now. So that looks entirely different than what it did last time. So, yeah, there you go. I don't know what that means, but anyway, I presume that's the input shaping thing, because, yeah, it's now changed. And it's obviously cooling down now. So anyway, now I can print things remotely downstairs. I can, presumably I can just leave it turned on and it'll just go into like the power. Will it go into power saving mode? Don't know. Does it wake up? I don't know. I'd have to put a power monitor on it to find out, actually. All right, what I've got here is I've got an axolotl, very cute looking axolotl. It's quite large, an articulated one. And I'm doing a preview here, and the model has not been supported and may fail to print. Do you want to continue adding supports before slicing? I don't know. I don't think so. I might have a go printing no supports and just see what happens, really. Don't want to kill my axolotl. Okay, and the preview is pretty cool. It shows how it's going to, like, actually do how it's, you know, the path of everything. So that's really cool. So suspend, I don't know how to suspend that. So what do I do now? Device. Okay, I was able to add my printer down there on the network, and I just pressed one-click print. So I got no idea what I'm doing. I just used the nominal 220-degree nozzle and 45-degree bed. They heat it up. God, blink of an eye. And it's doing, I guess it's doing auto bed leveling now. It did squirt out some, I saw it move before, and I started over here, and it squirted out some filament, and so there's a big tail of spaghetti coming out of it, so I don't know what it's going to do with that. Here we go. And it's moving. And as you can see, like, this is in the pitch dark, so I can turn, this is down in my dungeon. Oh no, oh yeah, there we go. It's pitch black down in the dungeon, don't call it, oh, there's a little light, there's a little LED up there, is there? There's still something that's glowing. Oh, it hasn't come back on. It's quite non-responsive. Give me my light back. What? Is it because I'm screen capturing? Huh? I was about to head down there to figure out why the LED light wasn't turning on, and it did. After a minute or two, it just switched back on, and now it's doing the business. I haven't put down any glue, and I haven't really cleared off the glue that I had there before. So it's doing the calibration thing again. I don't know, does it automatically do that every time? I've got chamber fan on 100%, don't know why, it was just there. Yeah, so I haven't got the model fan or the auxiliary fan on, but yeah, the chamber is the one with the carbon filament at the back of it. So the LED light works fairly well in complete darkness, which is really good. Here we go. It's gonna, yeah, it's printing. Look, that looks like a base. That base is going down. They are. And 5 hours remaining. There you go, 20 seconds started the print time. That looks pretty good. So once again, like, this is a complete 3D printer noob. I've got no idea what I'm doing. Haven't put any glue down. A lot of people said, no, you shouldn't have to use the glue, and fair enough. So yeah, look at that. It's sticking down the base. So I've run the input shaping thing, and it's done the auto bed leveling just before this. And because this is quite a large model, as you can see, this is a 300 by 300 bed. So this is actually quite a large, physically large model. And I'm loving this real-time camera view. This is great. Sorry, I'm a bit dark. I haven't put my studio light here. Couldn't be bothered. This is working really well. Go little axolotl. I have no idea if I need supports for this, for like they're not ears, but they're, I don't know, tentacles sticking out or whatever. The axolotl, like, I don't know. I've got no idea if I need supports for this or not. I'm just mucking around. I know it's quite a substantial one to start with. My dudes do like axolotls, so if this works, they'll be very happy. If it doesn't, oh well, I've wasted 100 grams of filament. Anyway, the 5 hours, I don't know, to print a large axolotl sounds pretty good to me. That first layer is pretty schmick, and I do believe I've got it set to report if the AI detection camera reports that the LiDAR thing is not good. I think I've got that set up, but I can't change that from here though. There's just, anyway, it's set to 220. There's my nozzle temp and my hotbed temp. So yeah, it looks like you don't need the glue. Well, it could peel off later, of course. But there's a lot of people who say you don't need the glue. Mike from Mike's Electric Stuff said that, yeah, if you have the textured PEI plate or whatever, and this one does have the PEI plate, but I don't know if it's textured. I think it might be a smooth one. So he says if you had that, you don't need the glue. But heaps of people said, yeah, you don't need the glue. That's just BS. It's really going. It makes it look thick. Like that looks like really thick lines. I don't know if that's just the camera angle or whether or not it's putting down thick lines or whatnot. It does control how much it outputs, of course. It can put down a real thin line or a thick line or whatever. So I just ran this through. I didn't set, it was all default things. I just loaded in the STL file and I just went go. So I didn't adjust any slicer settings or anything to do with that at all. So I don't know, we'll find out. But yeah, I'm loving this live view. This live view is really good. So it's downstairs in my dungeon and I can just watch it print. This is great. Oh, check it out. You can really see it going crazy now. Look at this. It's going mad. So yeah, that's not, I don't know, what's that, 15, 20 times a second updating from the camera or something? I don't know if it's 30. Like, it's basically real-time live updating. And it's great. And of course, it'll automatically starts the time lapse as well. So it'll save that as an MP4 and I can just, I don't know if I can extract it from here remotely or whether or not I have to go down and get it from the MP4, copy it to a USB stick or not. Don't see a way to get it from here. History, maybe. 3D Benchy, it's the one I did the other day. So it's got the historical print stuff. And anyway, see how the axolotl goes. I'll come back tomorrow because it's already 5:30 p.m. here, so I'll just leave it going. And I could remote monitor it from home if I had a remote connection to log in, but I don't. Unfortunately, we have one dead axolotl. We have spaghetti everywhere. So look at this. It's just, oh, poor thing. But look, the tail actually printed. Check this out. Like, it's all, they're all interconnected very nicely. I haven't taken it off the bed yet. And look, the overhangs printed and everything. So Wyatt died on that light. Look, and all the bottom adhesion of the feet and everything is like, it's really very nice. Until it just completely kamigata. That was close. We'll have to review the videotape of footage, the time lapse, and see what happened. And I've been trying to bend this thing, trying to get it off, but that existing glue that I had on there, you can see that I had like a little patch of glue to do my first test print. It's not coming off easily. All this just bent off easily and just came off like cleanly when I bent the plate. No problems whatsoever. But the stuff with that glue, yeah, it's completely stuck.